Today we are talking about invisible ring settings, and this presentation is brought to you by www.qualityvintageengagement.rings.com. Now, invisible ring settings are very popular, especially for rings that contain lots of smaller gemstones. This type of setting holds multiple gemstones very close together. They're so close together that there's actually not even any metal coming between the stones. They're completely touching on all sides. This illusion creates a solid surface of diamond. There's no space between the stones, there's no metal, nothing except just a solid paved way of diamond, which is very beautiful. It also showcases the gemstones very well because there is nothing there to block the light. Many of the other settings, types of settings, have prongs or metal that's covering the, either part of the diamond or it's up on the side of the diamond, but this type of setting does not have any type of metal or anything that's blocking the stone, and so it really allows a lot of light to bring out the brilliance of the stone. Now, because those prongs are not seen, you may be wondering at this point, well, how do they hold the gems in place? And how it works is the prongs are placed just below the girdle of the stone. Now, if you don't know what the girdle is actually the widest part of the diamond. It's the part that kind of peeks out just around the edge, and that's the typical place where settings will hold the stone into place. But with the invisible ring settings, instead they create a small slit just below the girdle of the diamond, and those prongs sit just right within the slit of the diamond. And so the girdle actually covers the metal of the prongs, so you can't see the prongs at all. It's completely invisible, which is why they call it the invisible setting. There are several advantages and one disadvantage to using an invisible ring setting for your wedding ring. To start off with, the disadvantage is that this type of setting is very difficult to resize. Each individual setting needs to be custom made to the gemstones that are being used, and so you don't have the ability to make the ring bigger or smaller if your ring size changes. And so that is just the one disadvantage, but there are plenty of other advantages that make this a very desirable ring setting. First of all, you can take several smaller diamonds and make it look like one larger diamond. For example, sometimes girls will choose 4 smaller square cut diamonds and place them very close together, and it gives the illusion of one larger square diamond, and it's really a fun look, and that's a lot cheaper than purchasing a larger stone. So if you're looking for the bigger, bolder look of the larger diamonds, you can use smaller diamonds to create that look, but still stay on a less of a budget. Another thing is that this type of setting gives the ring a good sparkle and a bling. Some girls really like that, the shine factor and the glitz that comes with the light as it reflects off the diamonds. And this setting is the great way to showcase those gems and allow that, because there is no metal blocking the gemstone at all. So that's just a brief overview of invisible ring settings. Because of the time constraints of this presentation, I don't have time to go into more details about the settings themselves or other types of ring settings, but we have all of that information on our website, and that website was www.qualityvintageengagement.rings.com.